Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet. Lakers driven by your Southern California Honda dealers, Chris McGee, James Worthy, Robert Ory, Brez handling the post-game duties in Anaheim. The Lakers go to 2-1 in the preseason as they get the win in Anaheim, guys. And before we get to individual performances or our walk-off interview, have you guys seen a difference? And James, I'll start with you. Just in this team in terms of the continuity, their rhythm, especially under Darvin in his second year?
Yeah, Darvin's sophomore year, he has some consistency. For a while, Geeter, we had different lineups. I think it was 33 or 34 different lineups, injuries, trades. Just didn't have the settled team that he had last year. And, they were able to achieve the second half of the season last year, bringing that back. So you're bringing back the same type of attitude, guys who know each other. It's a lot more fun because of that. And when you add these important pieces, they're starting to catch on. So yeah, it's confidence. It's as they know each other, they know what they have. They've lost together. That means a lot when you lose together and come back as the same team, pretty much, with the exception of a couple guys they lost. So that makes a big difference. You have a little extra pep in your step.
And Rob, just in terms of like the way this roster looks, they just seem to fit. Like going into the last couple of years, it's like, okay, we're going to worry about the shooting, the age of the guys, lack of wings. Now it seems like you have all of it. You have bigs, you have wings, you have guards, you have shooting.
Yeah, it's like to make a whole circle, a piece of the pie. You got each fit for what you need. And you look at the guards, they got great guard play. They got a bench. Of course, you got AD and LeBron. But what's more important is, like you said, James, they're familiar with one another. They're coming back together. And because you want some carryover. When you have a really, really good season like they had at the end of the season, you want that carryover. And I think because of the way it ended, they're more determined. And you see now that they're really locked in right now. They're playing very well together. They're sharing the basketball. And that's what you want. That carryover that you had at the end of the season, you want to carry over now to preseason and into the regular season.
And one of the first times in a long time I feel like if someone is out, even if AD or LeBron is out, you feel like that next person is going to be able to.
You have a chance.
You're going to feel like they can step in and get the job done. So that's a good feeling to have.
Great point. Let's go back to Anaheim. Gabe Vincent is with Mike Bresnahan.
Gabe, highly productive game for you tonight. 18 points in your time out there. What was working for you?
My guys are just doing a good job moving the ball. Jack set some great screens. We just had some good action.
Training camp started exactly 1 week ago today. How comfortable are you feeling here at the Lakers?
More and more each day. More and more each day. You're getting to know each other, getting to know how guys move, how guys play, getting to know our offense a little bit. We're starting to grow.
You and D'Lo looked good out there tonight. How impressive has he been these first few games?
He's been great. D'Lo makes the game easy on everybody. He pushes the pace. He gets guys in spots, makes the right read. He's been playing really well at a high level.
3 preseason games left. What else are you hoping to achieve personally?
Personally? Just continue to grow, continue to get more connected with this group, get more connected with my guys, and just keep building. We're working towards something.
All right, my friend, thanks for your time.
Thank you, appreciate you.
All right, back to the guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Brez. Take a look at the backcourt Wednesday versus the Kings in Anaheim. D'Lo and Gabe Vincent combined for 39 points, 15 of 24 from the field, and they hit 6 of 13 threes, so getting the job done and played awfully well together. Guys, let's start our focus with D'Lo. And look at his numbers, Rob, in the preseason. And I know it's only 3 games, but he's averaging 17 points, 60% from the field, 62% from 3, 8 of 13, 6 assists. So even though it's just preseason and he's not playing a ton of minutes, look at those numbers. You can tell he's in control of his game, and he feels good in the mind and in the body, and he is going to be huge for the Lakers this year.
Yeah, I think, social media lets us know what guys are doing in the offseason now. And you can see how he was working on his body this offseason. Yeah. It seemed like you have that carryover, like I said.
You're not going to stop anybody that's in front of you, but D'Lo is key this year. I think he's going to be key to, the way he engineers the players around him.
Rob, when you have 2 superstars, and they're obviously your leaders when they step on that court and in the locker room, but also one of them is going to be 39, the other's 30. You got to have another guy on that team. And when you look at D'Lo, he's now in his 9th year. He can relate to a lot of the young guys. Can he be a voice for this team?
He can be a huge voice because he's right in the middle where he can talk to the young guys, he can talk to the old guys. And plus, as you mature in this league, you get that voice. And I think he's trying to learn his voice and understanding that, hey, this is my IQ. And when you talk about IQ, now you're going into LeBron's world where he's going to respect you as a player and understand you know exactly what you're talking about. And I feel like D'Lo now, the way he's been talked about throughout the offseason, you know, probably mad that he didn't get the bigger contract like he thought he would, but now he has to go out and represent in a positive way. And that's by doing all the positive things on the court as far as leadership and putting the game out on the floor and doing what he's supposed to make this team better. So I think he's in the perfect position to, like, all those people out there say, oh, he should have did this, he should have did that. Just go out and prove him wrong and go out and play great basketball and win your chip.
Yeah, get a chance to play in the playoffs like you did last year and show out. You know, go to the Western Conference Finals and hopefully this year beyond that. He did have 10 points in that third quarter. You mentioned high IQ guys. One thing D'Lo said was he was excited to play with a guy like Gabe Vincent. He says this about Austin Reeves as well, is because he likes to play with guys with the high IQ because you just work well together. Big game. Gabe Vincent, I don't know if he's going to be this guy, but for some reason I've been thinking it all summer. He's one of those glue guys that can kind of fit with any lineup. Comes from the Heat, played in a championship series. He fits. He can play defense. He can just do whatever you kind of want from him. And tonight you saw some offense, right? 4 threes, 18 points.
Yeah.
Kind of a tough guy. He's not about like all the numbers and the accolades. It seems like he's a guy that just
One of the lights. But he can get work done. I mean, he showed me in Miami last year, 18 points tonight. He is solid as they come. Cool as a cucumber. You're not going to pressure him. He's going to come in and I'm glad we picked him up because he's an exceptional point guard and he's not
from D'Lo. I'm like, is that D Fish right there? You know, because they had the headband. You remember 1 year D Fish wore the headband.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is the type of guard you need, a tough-nosed guard who can play defense, who can knock down some open shot, and it's going to be a voice. You know, when you think about it, he's been to the finals. So people are going to listen because think about the team that he helped take to the finals. They weren't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So people are going to listen because he know what he's talking about. He's out of that Pat Riley system, so there's a lot of respect that comes with that.
And listen, guys take a night off, guys are injured, he slides right in, right?
Slides right in, can score, facilitate.